I mean, the only maybe examples is when, like, was it Furyk that shot like a 58? Like, if you asked him after that round, is there any shots that he left out there? But there might have been.
Might be, yeah. So hole-in-one is the perfect outcome. You can't beat a hole-in-one, can you?
No.
However, the perfect round of golf doesn't really exist. Do you think? Well, how would you have the perfect round of golf, Rick? Can you have the perfect round of golf?
Well, on paper, if an alien landed on Earth now and said, tell me what's the perfect round of golf you can ever have, technically it's 18 shots.
Yeah.
Like, that's a perfect round of golf, 18 shots. Because even if you shot 18 under par, which would be 54.
Yeah.
Playing a normal par 72 golf course, why did you not eagle the par fives?
Yeah. Oh, the telly's just gone off, Matt. Sorry for them watching the podcast. The logo's just gone off the screen.
So for me, obviously it's close to 18 under par as you can get, because I don't think anyone's ever done 18 under par, have they?
Not that I know of.
And nobody's ever going to shoot 18 shots in a round of golf.
Never.
But that is the perfect round of golf.
True. I do think, though, I know somebody, and I actually know this person who has had as close to the perfect round of golf as they could have, and that's the key here. I think we know, for example, that you've just said then, the perfect round of golf will never happen because no one's ever going to shoot 18 shots. But we all have our own level of ability, don't we? And we all kind of know to us how... We always want to get better at golf, but we all know our kind of real... I don't know what use the word limit, what the word, like, potential is. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So a lad who I know, who I went to school with, last week, I think, the 30th of October, so yeah, just over a week ago, for his handicap, which is a very good handicap, and I'll come on to, has had essentially the perfect round of golf. Okay. So let me, a bit of good news for the podcast. So, guy's called Alex Illidge, right? Okay. And it was my year at school. And at school, he was a decent golfer, but there was actually, I was probably better than him in school. There's a couple of other lads who were really good golfers.
Has he messaged in?
No, I put it on Facebook. Oh, okay. I was messaging him over the weekend about something. And then my brother mentioned it because he'd seen it on the club website, or whatever. But I hadn't seen it. He's put it on Facebook, but I just missed it. So I've since found it. And that was on his own Facebook, not on the group or anything. So he's a scratch golfer, Alex. Okay. He's kind of played golf consistently since we left school, and it's his hobby. Obviously, he plays all the time. He's a really good player, very solid. Won club champs this year. When I rejoined the golf club a couple of years ago, he was doing really well. Always, he's like a proper scratch golfer, always around scratch. So he played in, I think it was a 4-ball better ball. So remind me, 4-ball better ball when there's literally 4 of you and you do the best score out of your all 4, is it when there's 2 of you? I always get muddled up. I know it's called
4-ball better ball is basically pairs.
Right, yeah. So,
but you've got to play in a 4-ball.
Yeah, so it's me and you, best score out of our 2 against 2 other people.
Yeah.
Well, not against, but with 2 other people, yeah. It's a proper...
The only other thought would be best 2 from 4.
Yeah.
Would be when it's 4 of you and the best 2 scores count.
But I think in this instance, it was the 2 of them.
Yeah, 4-ball better ball is just pairs.
I also feel my jacket's quite noisy. Can you hear that? No. Oh, it feels a noisy jacket. Anyway, so it was 4-ball better ball, but he kept his own score. It was a proper comp on a weekend. Par 72.
Okay.
He's gone out and shot 62.
So
10 under par gross.
Wow.
And he's gone out in 30, so 6 under par. And he's come in 32, which is 4 under par, without a single bogey. And obviously that's 10 birdies.
That's incredible. That affects his handy. Oh no.
Well, so that's the problem. It doesn't because it's better ball. But I think apparently when the club sent out an email of like all the scores, he got like a I think his team actually came 4th or something crazy.
Right.
But he got like a special mention. So I asked him something. I said, give us some insight into this. So I texted him earlier on. I said, had you been playing well recently? He said, yeah, he'd been playing okay. He'd had some decent scores, kind of around par, a couple under. He had 24 putts on the day.
Yeah.
He had 16 green in regulations, didn't hit loads of fairways. He missed a 3-footer on the 10th for a birdie, and he didn't go up and down on one of the par 5s for birdie, so there's 2 shots he feels like he left out there. I said, did you get nervous? Surely he got nervous. He didn't really get nervous at all until coming down 18, when he had to hit a second shot. He had a really bad lie, to hit a second shot over a bunker, and then he had to hold like a 3-footer, I think it was, for par on 18. And I said, like, what did your playing partners do? Did they get excited? Apparently they just kept him really chilled, kind of kept him talking, kept him in the zone. And as I said, it doesn't count his handicap, which he's probably a bit devastated about. But I was thinking that for a scratch golfer, 10 under par must be as close as you can get to perfect.
I think by his own admission there, though, even he's not saying it's perfect.
Very true.
Because even he's saying there's 2 shots there that he left out, the 3-footer and the time he didn't get up and down on the par 5, which is crazy because you think he could be 12 under.
Yeah.
But I think that would be the only thing that could, you've got to almost self-diagnose it and go, I think after any round of golf, obviously most golfers, if not every golfer, can look back at their round of golf and go, I left a few out there. Even if they've played great, they've left a few out there. You could even talk to probably even tour players when they've gone round and shot like, I mean, the only maybe examples is when like, was it Furyk that shot like a 58? Like if you asked him after that round, is there any shots that he left out there? But there might have been.
Yeah.
Like I kind of vaguely remember him missing a short putt or doing something on that round of 58 that you think, oh my God, that wasn't perfect. But the amount of times they hold monster putts or chipped in or did do perfection. So I'm not sure if it could ever be achieved, because I just feel like out of all those shots, even if you only had 58 shots in a round of golf, which is ridiculous, or 62 in this Alex's example, I still think you'd look back at it and go, oh, there was some in there that I could have done. Do you know what I mean?
Is that what makes golf so addicting?
So addictive.
Because when you play badly, you could obviously play better.
I could say when you play badminton.
The thing is, though, we need to have a game of badminton.
I know.
Actually,
I feel like I'm terrible.
I'm not very good, but I think we'd be quite a similar ability.
That would be good fun.
Maybe if this video gets 10,000 likes, we'll play badminton. But that's it. You play badly, you could obviously do better. You play well, could have been better. You play close to perfect, and you'll still be thinking. But what's mad is, though, he said that then in that message that like there's a couple of shots that didn't go in that could have done. But I bet he held like a few 30-footers and stuff.
100%.
It's mad, isn't it?
And he'd be more inclined to tell you the ones that he missed out on, as opposed to saying to you, oh, but by the way, guy, I chipped in 3 times and one shot, it was heading out of bounds, but it hit the out of bounds marker and bounced back in. Like, we forget those lucky opportunities, don't we? We only remember the bad shots or the unlucky moments in a round of golf.
100%.
But that's a great round. Well done.
Awesome round. No, he's obviously a very good golfer, and I think this year, coming up this next season, he could go with the new handicap system as well. He's so consistent. If he gets a few low ones, he's going to be low.
Well, just a quick one.